Everybody, I hope you're doing well today. It's only 20 minutes after 9 on this 30th day of December 2023. I wanted to mention that I woke up this morning and it was by the time I checked the clock it was 12 minutes after 4. But the vision that I had had right before waking was that we were in the brand new world, and it was 15 minutes new. So I woke up, I had that, I was stumbling around with my recorder trying to get those words out into the recorder, and then by the time I rolled around and looked at the clock, it was 12 minutes after 4 a.m. on December 30th, 2023. The message was, we are 15 minutes into the new. Okay, so we are in the new cycle now. The old chaotic modes of things will start to shift out of our awareness now. It will seem chaotic, most likely, because they won't want to leave, But it's already happened in spirit, so there's just the residual now, as far as I can tell. Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to know about the energies that we share right now? Turn these around. We've got the Emperor and Strength, the Sun. Start with Daddy's here with strong, with he ain't fooling around. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know about the central energy this morning, December 30th, 2023? What does the collective need to know? 10 of Cups in the upright. Divine love and harmony is here. We're in the new cycle. Blissful relationships are going to start coming together. What's the challenge, Spirit? Somebody may be, we got the Two of Swords in the upright and the 5 of Cups reversed. So the challenge is difficult. This is weighing options. There is an acceptance. There's difficult decisions and a moving on. Duality, togetherness, a settling of the energy, union, love, and balance. So that's a challenge for this divine love. Acceptance, moving on, finding peace, personal setbacks, self-forgiveness, instability, exaggeration over, that's in the upright. Okay, so you've got, you're stable, you're moving on, you're finding peace with everything, and you're coming into union, love, and balance. The challenge for this, I believe, is forgiving self for those personal setbacks of the previous cycle. Make sure you find peace with that so that you're not pulling that forward into this new divine union. And make sure you don't avoid issues. Okay, this is going to require communication. There's a total love and support in this new relationship. It's unlike anything that we've been experiencing in the previous cycle. This is a supportive relationship where you don't have to be afraid to express yourself. You don't have to be afraid to speak from your heart. You don't have to be afraid of being attacked and made small in this new union. That's not going to happen. It's going to be a good, supportive union. In the subconscious, We've got the Six of Cups in the upright and the Knight of Swords reversed. So there is this nostalgia. There's a returning to this state of innocence and joy. When I was a child, you know, and I would get a male babysitter. I had one male babysitter. I was in love with him. He was the best. He was so handsome and stuff, you know. And then, so love was pure and innocent. It wasn't sexual at all. It was just, you saw this beautiful human being, and he was gorgeous, and not just physically, but he was a beautiful human being. And so my young innocent heart was like, oh, I love you. I think I want to be your wife, right? And it's that love, that purity that has nothing to do with the physical act of sex, right? It's that pure love, that innocent love, that that sweetness. But there is a restless, burnt out and unpredictable energy here that you maybe have been accustomed to, like from the age of a child, when before sex, you know, when love was innocent and pure, and you just saw the divinity in people and you loved that about them. And then it became, you know, sex, and it became unpredictable, and there was a disregard for consequences with the way that people treated each other. I mean, the main focus was that intimate union. And once that was over, there was no point in even being around, because the focus came off the heart. It came off the solar plexus. It came off the power center into this beautiful love, and it dropped into the lower chakras of survival mode, right? Of that passion and survival, and it doesn't progress any further than that. Well, I do believe that we're coming in out of that. This no direction, unpredictable, you know, very restless, unfocused energy it's there. It's in the subconscious, but you're making a transition. You're going back to a state of innocence. And the challenge is letting go of the Knight of Swords reversed. Let it go. The challenge is accepting that there is indeed blissful relationships. Just because you haven't had any doesn't mean that they don't exist, and you're coming into it. So you got to let all that other stuff go. Don't drag the garbage. In the recent past, you've got the moon in the upright. So there's some things hidden. You may be experiencing some fear and anxiety regarding this. You may not trust it. You may be praying to the Most High, saying that relationship with the divine masculine or feminine simply isn't worth the price that you've had to pay in this life. It may be that has become your conclusion. And it looks to me like the Most High is saying, no. Okay. You're coming into divine union. And you're going to rest. And you're going to recuperate. And you will receive a renewal. You're going to let that fear and anxiety go. You're experiencing it, but you're in a state of renewal. Okay, we're 15 minutes. Well, that was a long time ago. What time is it now? It's 4:15. We're 5.5 hours into the new cycle, according to my dream. So, in the near future, we've got a King of Swords, mental clarity, truthful, honest, disciplined, bringing painful endings. To those who failed humanity. And he's doing so with the truth. He's shining the truth, the light of truth on everything, and that's bringing painful endings to the previous cycle. In the lens that everybody's looking through, we got the Nine of Cups reversed. So these painful endings, whoever's experiencing these painful endings, they're dissatisfied. They're not happy about it. They're very smug and materialistic. They're not getting a wish come true. In the environment, excuse me, in the environment. So we've got the Hermit and the Upright. So there's somebody shining a light on the Six of Wands reversed. Somebody shining a light on the Six of Wands reversed. There is somebody being seen as egoic. They don't gain a victory. They're being discredited, and they're being found. There's a lack of recognition. They're unpopular, and they're being discredited. There's a light being shined on this person who thought that they were going to be victorious, or who was going to claim the victory over all of this. There's a light being shown on them, and everybody sees who they are. They're not a victor. They're this. Everybody can see very clearly the Hermit's got his light shining right on it. In the hopes and fears area, Queen of Cups and the Star. You're a healer. You're a nurturer. You're this beautiful star. You're this beautiful star that had this energy all over you. All over you. It was all freaking over you. Trying to hold you back from this. Trying to hold you back from this. You're this star. You're this beautiful, nurturing Queen of Cups, and you pour out your cup, this healing, rejuvenation. You pour it out, this succor, this nurturing into the world. And it's very stable. It's very emotionally stable. It's not chaos. It's this beautiful love, and you pour it out into the world. You heal. And these ones, they wanted it for themselves. They didn't want you to give it how you wanted to give it. They wanted to control it and then command it however they wanted to do that. King of Swords is here saying, no, that's not the way this is going to go. Okay. All of you who wanted to do that to this Queens of Cups star, you're getting a painful ending. Okay. And I'll just remind you of that, because the truth is here. You're being cut out. The truth is here. The truth is here. It's being shined. It's in the environment. Everybody sees exactly who this person or these people are. The truth is known. What they did to this Queen of Cups star. And in the outcome, there is the Eight of Swords reversed. This Queen of Cups, this star, she gains her freedom. She's no longer in imprisonment. She's not imprisoned anymore. That King of Swords is serious about this Queen of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. She's free. She's free. There's the Ten of Pentacles, and this is causing a heartbreak for those who wanted to trap her in a state of conflict, to keep her burdened, to offload all of their shit onto her and force her to carry it for them. That's what they've been doing to her. But she gets to move on from that. She doesn't have to carry their burdens for them anymore. She gains a victory. With a little help from her friends. King of Swords bringing painful endings. It's like, nope, you're not messing around here no more. I'm so grateful for the wisdom that some people hold within themselves, you know, that they can see the truth, that they actually take the time to get to the truth rather than willfully immersing themselves into these illusions. I don't know. It can be difficult, I guess. Nobody really knows the literal effects of mental magic on the populace. With the addictions, mental magic, addictions. So, and then time. So, this divine love, this harmony, there could be addictions that were dealt with in the realm of time. It seems to me that a lot of people in this particular 3D reality were tempted by a lot of different things. And there's a lot of folks who say, I don't do drugs, you know, but they drink wine, they drink coffee, and, you know, like my mother popped Xanax like it was candy, you know, but she was absolute opponent to cannabis. So it's like, I don't really place any value on that mindset. I just don't. And unfortunately, the world is infected with that kind of a mindset. So I just don't have any respect for it. Limelight. So there's somebody with addictions within the realm of time having a problem with this divine love and harmony coming together. They are challenged because these unions are in the limelight and they have to accept it. They have to accept it. I mean, they can choose to do whatever it is that they want to do within their addicted framework, you know, of course. They can choose to do this. They will, maybe. Purpose. It seems that their only purpose is acting outside of themselves, like taking this restless warrior energy to somebody else with purpose, to generate whatever a change. So they're not really working within themselves, by themselves, to be the source of their creation. They take this and then they put it over there and then they create from that, right? Because they use somebody else to do it. This person doesn't have the ability to utilize their own self to manifest something beautiful. They don't have that. They have no direction. They see the opportunity for manifesting always coming from an outside source. It's always coming from somewhere else. Chicken. Chicken. Somebody's having premonitions that has them in some fear and anxiety. We've got rest and renewal. Rest and relaxation. So somebody was chicken and they tried to cause an illusion. They tried to put fear and anxiety over somebody who was resting and relaxing and healing. They wanted to bring hardship to this person through whatever those chickens were doing under the moon in their religious practices, to bring hardship to this person who is in a state of renewal. They're in solitude. They're healing. And this chicken went under the moon to cause an illusion which would bring fear and anxiety to this person who is recuperating. What kind of jackass does that? I guess it's this kind of jackass who thinks that that's his purpose. King of Swords is not having it. You're going to receive a painful ending. The truth is out. You are not a sovereign being. You're not a sovereign being. You're an asshole. You're an asshole that attacks other people and steals their blessing because you're addicted to the limelight. Invisible. This King of Swords is making those who are not sovereign invisible. He's giving them a Nine of Cups reversed. And in the invisible card, they're going to be made invisible. They're losing their wish come true. They're not going to have positions of status. They're moving out of the limelight. They are being removed from this authority role. They're dissatisfied. They're not gaining a victory. Light has been shown on what it is that they've been doing. Everybody can see it. Prophecy. The prophecy is unfolding. The Queen of Cups is the star. The Queen of Cups is the star. She's an explorer. She's here exploring this dynamic. And it's full of drama. It's full of drama. You got all these idiots out here playing their freaking roles, wearing their titles on their name badge, got their cloak with their little symbols on it. This is who I am, right? When on the inside, they're an empty vessel. They're nothing but pomp and circumstance. This is important, okay? The person who is in the Eight of Swords reversed, or the people, the collective that was in the Eight of Swords reversed, or that was in the Eight of Swords, the negative thought forms, they're being freed. They're being freed, okay? These people who were bound to some sort of mental imprisonment. This is what it is. It's a mental imprisonment. There's a lot of mental magic that was going on here under the moon to cause fear and anxiety within the minds of the collective. And those self-limiting beliefs are being released. Okay, this is important because these people are innocent. They will be freed from that mental prison. Justice is being served. By true leadership. Man, we may have some brothers and sisters who are in the higher realms who find this very entertaining. Somebody's going to have to be, yeah, the labor, the ancestors are working hard here. Ancestors are working hard. Look at this. The ancestors are working hard. They see things that we don't see. They see the backstory. They see the backstory. They know who you are. Justice is being served. Grasshopper. So we've got an addict who's in time. It could be, when I woke up at 4 this morning and it said 15 minutes into the new, I mean, maybe we are actually beyond time. No? Maybe we've moved beyond time. But there's addicts who are stuck in time in the previous cycle who are really upset that you're coming into this divine union, into this new cycle. There are situations in the balance that require careful handling. Grasshopper. So, yes, divine love always requires careful handling, always requires careful consideration, always requires the top priority in the heart space. Okay? Total love and support does not mean going and being tempted by the limelight and some sort of drug. Dagger. Fear, worries, and tense situations. This addict who is embroiled in time, they are not having a good time. And we've got wreath, sorrow over a loss. So we're 5.5, nearly 6 hours into the new cycle. They have lost. They're addicted. They're stuck in time. And now they have fears and worries. There's a lot of tense situations. They can't get out of time. They weren't able to move beyond time. They weren't able to move beyond time. We could throw our clocks away and just tell our boss we don't have to go to work anymore. Seriously, boss, we're beyond time now. We don't have to. I'll just come in and kind of stay a while, and then I'll go home. Crown. Crown. Many of you These ones are these addicts who are stuck in time, who lost you. They're challenged because you're in the limelight, because you're being crowned into this divine kingdom union. You're being crowned. You are in the limelight. You may not feel like it. You're home sitting on your couch, petting your dog, drinking your tea, staring at the fire, whatever you're doing. I don't know. Minding your own business. But you know who finds it entertaining? I'll tell you who finds it entertaining. Your ancestors do. Your ancestors are watching you. They're like, look at her, she's all there, or he's all there, all by himself, doing all this work all by themselves. Nobody's paying them any attention. And they're not out there, seeking fame and fortune and purpose and status and all of this stuff. And that's really got these ones. They're like, how did you do it? How did you get the crown when you have no status? How did you get the crown when they took away everything that you could have potentially built a foundation on? How did you get the crown? They're restless. They're unpredictable, and they're acting with the disregard for consequences. They feel it's their purpose to keep you from this. They feel it's their purpose to keep you from heart union, from love, deep affection, and caring. But it's here. It's here. Divine union is here. You've got familiarity. You've got love, deep affection, and caring. These guys, their purpose is to take that away from you. They've lived their whole lives with the purpose of keeping you in limitation that has been layered in illusion, which brings fear and anxiety. A lot of the populace is on anti-anxiety medication of some sort, whether it be pharmaceutical or holistic, because our nerves have been attacked not only through mental magic and all of that, but through direct energy weapons. I myself have been attacked. It's happening. These weapons are actually being used on the populace. Remember those days when there was spontaneous combustion? People were just lighting on fire and their bodies were consumed by flames, but the chair they were sitting on only received minor damage. Okay, that isn't spontaneous freaking combustion. That is a direct energy weapons attack. They were murdered. And did you notice how the spontaneous combustion stopped after a time? You should do some research on that. They use these weapons on the populace. I myself have been brutalized with direct energy weapons, where my body is like trembling in my bed. I can't function. I can't get up. I can't walk. I can't do nothing because my whole nervous system, my whole electrical system is under attack with these weapons. I'm not the only one this has happened to. Okay. They're searching for a very strong vessel so that they can put their God into it and rule the world. Well, it didn't happen that way. They weren't able to find the vessel, as far as I understand it. That was their purpose. That was their only purpose. So, this person who is not sovereign, or these people who are not sovereign, they're going to be facing a mountain of hardship. They've got major challenges that they're going to have to overcome. We got unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes, but it came out reversed. So they may be disconnected from their intuition. They may not have anyone to pray to for support. There's wealth here in the near future. And I'm going to place this with the King of Swords because I believe he's claiming the wealth away from these people who have been discovered not to be sovereign. He's taking the wealth away from them. He's taking their intuition, and he is giving them major challenges. They're not getting their wish fulfillment, and they may be made to be invisible. So a lot of divine beings, very large beings, were birthed into this realm. This process is managed very carefully, okay? It just doesn't happen like that, okay? It's managed. These very large beings come in, and there's a conversation, and it's like, okay, we're going to go birth into this life, right? Well, they're tricked, and they get funneled into a very small, very suffering life, which does not give them any of the materials needed, knowledge or otherwise, to allow them to come into their full expression and be that giant influence that they were meant to be in the 3D realm. They hijacked them and placed them into situations which would cover them in fear, anxiety, hardship, illusion, and then you've got addictions to cover that, which also dim the light and the power of this sovereign being. They did everything they could to steal their love, to steal their family, to steal their ability to grow and expand and be an influence in this world. They brought them deep suffering, and their intention was to trap them into lower realms while wearing their essence and telling the Most High that they were them. They're not sovereign beings. They decided that they were going to steal the inheritance of the sovereign being and flip them. But the truth is out. The Ace of Swords is here. They've been discovered. They are not sovereign. That energy that they dressed themselves in, that cloak, was not theirs. Everything that they manifested while wearing that cloak has to be returned. They can't keep it. There's laws. You can't manifest off of somebody else's vitality, apparently. There's a law against that. And this world, that's how everybody's gaining their wealth. They manage it off of other people's vitality. The populace, they keep their energy so low into this fear and anxiety state and shame and guilt, and then they harness that energy and then they manifest off of it. Football games and all of those other sports events where everybody's just rah, that's major energy. Boom, manifest, right? People don't even understand that the world is run by magicians. They're just out here lollygagging, thinking that it's taboo. They better not ever find out anything about it. They better not educate themselves because they'll go straight to hell. And they have no idea that the people who are telling them they're going to go to hell are the very people who are using that information against them. It's crazy, the ignorance, but it's not intentional. I mean, it's a hypnotism. It's mental magic. So these people are going to have to take care. They're going to be invisible. They're not going to have any protections at all. And they're going to have to take care because there's enemies who are going to be working against them. And your challenges and your cycles, it's important to remain humble through all of this. Even though justice is being served and the meek are being lifted, and those who have been pretending to be sovereign are being exposed. It's important not to fall into this revenge mode, right? Just because justice is being served, it doesn't mean it's vengeful. It means that there is a wrong being made right. It's just. It's not vengeance. It's not an eye for an eye. It really isn't that. It's you've put so much effort into stripping the wealth and abundance and the vitality out of life with such vigor. You made it your purpose, causing hardship for others. You spent all your vitality and all of your brain power manifesting ways that you could bring hardship to people. And the fact that they wanted to wear the crown that belonged to these other people, they wanted to be them, right? They wanted to attract all of the attention that their light and their love attracts. They wanted to be them. So they wanted to steal that vitality and eventually wear that crown. But they were found out. So now, because they wanted to be you, they're going to have to go through what you went through to become you. That's no victory. If they thought that was a victory, that's no victory. Light is being shined on this situation. Prophecy is being enacted. They're getting what they wanted. They're getting great personal sorrow. All the tears that the collective cried through their hardships and their fear and anxiety, through their torturous brutality that they had to endure, they loved drinking those tears. They enjoyed it. It's nectar for them. Much like your blood. But they're going to have to experience great personal sorrow now. Because they wanted to be you, because they got off on giving you what they thought was going to destroy you for sure, and put you in a very, very dark place of suffering forever. When you're the star, you're this Queen of Cups, you've got an overflowing abundance. You generate this love and this care inside of you for yourself, and then you pour it out into the world. You share that with the world. You're the star. You're a healer. And they wanted to be you, but they weren't you. And they wanted to wear your crown, but they don't deserve it. They don't have within them the necessary things required. You persevered. You're a camel. You persevered through your challenges and you overcame your problems. You overcame all that drama that the explorer wanted to give you. This explorer who's out there in a barren land who wanted to bring you all this drama and cause your demise and cause you an endless eternity of sorrow. You're being freed. And the mental prison of the collective, and I really do feel this is a collective read. The mental prison of the collective is being removed. This is important. They are innocent. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Dog, you're going to be getting advice from a friend. And this is so cool, and I was thinking, in this, in these divine unions, about counsel and how You know, there probably will be a counseling session when this all comes. You know, there'll be a conversation had, there'll be an understanding. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you. There's going to be an understanding. You're going to be with your friend. Your partner is going to be your friend. You'll be receiving or giving precious gifts. Innocent, pure. I went out there and I forgot to pull cards for those two. But look, there's fire here. It's strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Okay. And the wall, misunderstanding, it came out in reverse. There's no more misunderstandings. There's no more division. Psychic ability. You're going to be able to trust your intuition. Everybody will come into their psychic ability. There will be a new way of communicating. So somebody's out there gossiping about all your secrets, you know, and that could be because you're a very authentic and transparent person. And I was watching a video the other night about how authenticity is like 4,000 times more powerful than love. And I thought that that was amazing because, I mean, everybody strives to be love, right? High vibration. Woo-hoo-hoo, love. I want to love my neighbor. I want to love myself. I want to love everybody. And that's a high vibration, man. Your whole body vibrates it. It's like this beautiful, uplifting vibrancy that really turns people off. It does. I can't help it. There's been so many times when I have walked into a situation, a gathering of people that I love. You know, I'm bringing my food and I got my stuff and I'm like, I love you and I love you and I love you. And they're like, ooh, right? And I'm like, eat it up, all right? So they're going to gossip about you. They're just gonna. Your secret is authenticity. Your secret is love. Your secret is not a secret. Your secret is a power that everybody wants to be secret. They don't want you shining that stuff all over the place, being authentic. You're supposed to be stuck in a rut, playing a role, and you're supposed to be concerned about what other people think about you. Now, don't go out there acting all free to be me or you or whoever. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start are yours. They tried to put hardship, fear, anxiety, illusion. They wanted you to be a chicken. They wanted you to be running. And from the hardship that they were applying to you through their religious practices. This is wild, man. I mean, this is his purpose. He's like, this is my purpose, right? His purpose was to cause restlessness, was to make people unfocused, was to make people burned out, was to make them live a life with no direction and with disregard for consequences. This is the energy he was pumping into the collective. That was his purpose. He took love, a deep, innocent love, and he dumped all this chaos into it to flip it into fear and anxiety. That was his purpose. That was his religious purpose. He's not a sovereign being. You're going to be free. You're getting a fresh start. New creative ideas are coming to you. This person and these people who were running this in this way, they're getting a spear right through the heart, man, because they didn't realize that they were doing it wrong. And there's danger for them, especially in money matters. They're losing their money and everything's slowing down for them. They won't be able to make progress at all. They have to pay attention to their finances because they're losing it. And forces are going to be working against them. Big time forces are going to be working against them. How many decades, how many cycles, how many generations have they manipulated the field of consciousness for? How many generations have they done mental magic on? So the doors are opening, opportunities are waiting for you. Okay, you have reached a successful point here, and you could be expecting something by May. Something by May may be happening for you. Okay. Justice is being served on those people who have been found not to be what they said they were. Okay. By true leadership, with the assistance of the ancestors. I heard somebody say the other day that the ancestors are even walking away from these people. They're not offering them protection in this next cycle, which is what we have here with this use your intuition to make beneficial changes. This unicorn, it came out in the upside down, so they're not connected to their intuition. It's like the ancestors aren't going to work with them, and they're going to have major challenges to overcome. And it could be because in this cycle or in any cycle, it could be that these divine beings who are now coming into these kingdom marriages, it could be that they were also disconnected from their ancestors, that they had such mental blocks that they were literally imprisoned in a bioform with no spiritual support from their ancestors or from anybody. There was a clamp put down on the consciousness, and they weren't able to reach the Most High with these horrific things that have been happening. And this Queen of Cups, this star is here, and this is part of prophecy. I did a reading the other day where it was an act of love that this divine feminine birth into this realm, as she's a reincarnation of a divine being, so she's like an earth angel, and she, with her power, she birthed here. Now you can take this to be masculine, feminine, however you want. That's just the way the cards came out, and that's what the cards read. So this is the verbiage I'm using. So please just take whatever resonates for you. But she came because she was powerful. She had the vitality, the essence, the core essence of this person, this divine being, was so powerful that whatever these ones did to put blocks on this individual, so that they couldn't, well, they overcame whatever it was, and they were able to make that connection with the Most High and then deliver the message of the truth. And here in the near future, we've got the King of Cups here. So this could very well be his story. Maybe the King of Cups, the cups is very, this is swords. So maybe this King of Swords was in his Queen of Cups energy when birthing into this world as a compassionate, loving individual, right? And so they used their Queen of Cups, and they were targeted big time, because all Queen of Cups are, right? Anybody who's going to pour nurturing or succor into this world is going to be attacked, because they can't have that. They need fear and anxiety in order to dominate, right? So this person was attacked with serious hardship. They were disconnected from their spirit team. They were disconnected from the Most High. They were layered and layered and layered in hardship and serious mental anguish, probably invisible, They were invisible. They were invisible, and they were in a 9 of Cups, okay? And they were being attacked by enemies over and over and over. And they could have gotten into addictions, right? Because of all of this. And if they were completely disconnected, not remembering who they were. And then you've got these people who pump drugs and other things that mess with the psychic, the psycho ability of people, and they completely break down the mental body of people with this, so that they can. This is deep, man. This is deep. King of Swords is here. Whoever that was, they overcame all those challenges. They rose up out of their Queen of Cups. They used that love to rise above out of all of that, and now they're resting in King of Swords energy. Now they're resting in King of Swords energy, and they're bringing pain. And it is truth. Nobody can deny it. Everybody can see it. It has been proven that these ones did all that they did against the populace for wealth, to steal their wealth. This wealth is coming back to the people. This wealth is coming back to the people. It could be coming back by May. By May, you may see some significant changes, because doors are going to start opening. These people are getting axed out, and doors are going to start opening for the collective. The ancestors think this is entertaining. And hopefully you say a little prayer to them for the support that they have offered the collective in this endeavor. I love you. I hope that you have a fantastic and blessed day. I'll see you on the next one.